The second part of that edict that was signed into the Mexican Constitution recognizes, and hear me out here, Afro-Indigenous. So, and that basically states that written into the Mexican Constitution, it is now law that the Afro-Indigenous are recognized as full citizens of Mexico and are afforded their indigenous status. And then she went on to state that Mexico recognizes that Afro-Indigenous people were on this continent hundreds of years before the Spaniards stepped 1 foot on the soil. It completely changes the narrative of what we've been taught. It completely changes the idea that Columbus was here and there's just Mexicans. It flips it right on its head. Everything is out the door. This is a very intelligent woman. And what she has stated are what people on different social media platforms have been saying for years. Black man was already here. The black man was already here. We didn't come in slave ships. That's not feasible. It would have taken too many ships. They would lose too many people. But if you're taken from Mexico and South America and taken off the coast and sat off the coast for a couple months and then brought up and dropped off in Boston, that makes it a hell of a lot more feasible, doesn't it? Afro-Indigenous were here hundreds of years before the Spaniards showed up. I'll put this into perspective. The English Bible, the most widely sold book in history, the Bible. New Testament, Old Testament. You can go back in that Bible to the beginning of time of man. Adam, Eve, his wife, conceived from the rib of Adam, and the Creator took that rib. Their children, Cain and Abel, and how that conflict and one brother slew the other. The creation of the earth, the waters, the fish in the deep, the firmament. Okay, enough Bible lesson for today. But yet we can't go back before Columbus. What was the black man's history? How did he get here? The Phoenician? The Israelite?
Some of the most racist people I ever met in my life that I grew up with are Mexicans in Southern California. Till this day, there are certain communities, Mexican communities, that black people cannot move in. Hawaiian Gardens is one of them. They might as well just be Southern California Yahtzees. I've been called Mayate so many times, I can't even count. And if you don't know what Mayate is, that's their version of the N-word. Now, in Southern California, there's different versions of Mexicans. There's Mexicans that's the kids of immigrants. There's Chicanos and there's essays. And all of them call black people the Mayate. That's one thing they do have in common. I'm telling y'all, we used to have race riots. And when I say race riots, black against brown, it used to be all over the news. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that all of them are like that, but every one of them that I came in contact with, just about. And the only way that they cozy up to black people is if it's beneficial or they outnumbered. That's it. And even at Hawaiian Gardens, that was all over the news once upon a time.
Un pasecito y la mente se activa. Vacas de verdes llegan todos los días. Y que cómo le hago, pregunta a la policía. Porque ya me han puesto dedo varios culeros. Pero todo chitón, yo sé quiénes fueron. Traigo veneno.
I just woke up, baby. This me just waking up, boo. You see this? Real life Indian. Real life Indian. Real life Indian. I'm gone.
Because my grandmother's Indian, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? They don't put that in the schools that they indoctrinate us into. Because you know you chief, then you know you chief. They ain't gonna teach you that you chief. They gonna like give you a contract, rap contract, basketball contract, say you king, but you only king to a certain limit. As long as you don't get out of line,
Okay.
you king type shit. So
And this is one of the biggest lies they ever told us, that we all from Africa, scared of black. We all are not from Africa. We were always here on this land. We didn't come from no Africa.
You're Indian? Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Yeah. You gotta be kidding me.
Indian are you?
Like Tonto Indian?
Shitty Indian.
Yeah, I had no idea about the history. I had no idea how inclusive this group is and what it means to be part of Standing Rock and be part of the United Sioux Nations.
Well, I have one that's my tribal tattoo. I'm from, the Pamunkey tribe.
Stand asked my grandma, like, yo, grandma, what's your background? She like, Redfoot and Blacktail Indian. What? Yeah, my mother and my father, we 100% Indian.
Memphis is now becoming the most populated with African Americans.
Indigenous American. Indigenous American.